Hey, what's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. My name is JJ. All right, it's summertime. What goes better in the summer than a nice lager, a nice beer with some lime? And I know I don't do enough local beers, or I do a lot of the macro stuff. So let's go and try some of the craft breweries that are making some good lime beers. And I have two to choose from here. One out of Cincinnati, one out of where I am, Dayton. So let's start with this. This is the Braxton, right? The garage is always open. Garage beer, classic, small batch brewed lime beer. 4% alcohol, 95 calories. That's a light. 4%, 95 calories. This is brewed by Braxton Brewing Company out of Covington, Kentucky. 95 calories, 4 grams of carbs, less than a gram of protein. Here's to bringing some beach vibes into the garage. Garage beer lime is a light and refreshing with a hint of lime flavor to mix things up. The garage is open and you are all welcome for a few. Yeah, small batch brewed lime beer. Let's try it out. If I'm not mistaken, isn't garage beer is it a light pilsner? I'll have to double check that. This, all it says is it's a lime beer. So we're going to try this one, and hey, while I'm cracking that one open, we're going to take a look over at the Trotwood. This is made by Warped Wing. Trotwood lager with lime juice. 4% alcohol by volume are the calories on this one. Interesting. No, it is not. It is the lime version of their Trotwood beer. So both of these have non-lime versions. Garage beer comes in just, regular garage beer. The Trotwood is really good. I've had both of the original versions, but I have not had either of these in the lime version, so I'm really excited to try it. Again, made by Warped Wing. Oh my gosh, it has a description, but it's really long. Fresh, clean, mellow, a moment etched in time. It goes on and on. Nothing else really of note on the can. It does say it's 12 IBU, so it should taste fairly light. We're going to pour this one out. Again, haven't had either one of these in the lime version, but I've had the originals and like them both. There are quite a few Warped Wings near me. This one is considerably lighter. Look at that. And I actually have a working relationship with some of the people over at Warped Wing. My actual job, I get pretty lucky. I get to do some cool stuff. So I get to work with the people over at Warped Wing. Really awesome people. A great pleasure to work with. And sorry for not featuring a lot of your beers, but we're going to try some today. Can't get over how light this one is. And this looks like a light beer. This looks even lighter. The beer that this reminds me of just by looking at it is that one we did, the High Mile, that light beer that I did a couple months ago. Super light, and it tasted really strange. I already know this is going to be better. But yeah, that Mile High lager, or Mile High light beer, that's what it was very pale, even paler than this. We'll start with the Braxton here, the garage beer lime. Nothing beats a good light lime beer, right? Surprisingly, this one, when I poured it, I haven't had it that long. I haven't had it long at all, but it had kind of that skunky smell. So this may be an older can. In fact, is the date on here? Oh, okay. The date says April 2023. So I don't know if that's when it was brewed or if that's the fresh by date. Doesn't really specify on the can that I can see. But besides that smell, it still tastes pleasant, but it does have that, kind of old beer smell. But it's actually really pleasant. That's super refreshing, and man, is that super light. So that's it's a light beer, but man, if that lime wasn't there, it wouldn't taste like much of anything. Super light beer with really nice. When I get a beer, I normally don't get limes. I pour like the lime juice in the bottle in it because I'm cheap. Cheap beer for you to drink. I never have fresh limes around, but if I'm feeling lime in a beer, I know I take the cheap way and pour some lime juice in there. It's kind of what that tastes like. Tastes like real lime juice, but maybe not the freshest lime juice. It's nice. Really super easy to drink. I could drink a 6-pack of those, no problem. Let's see what's going on with the Trotwood. I'm really excited because I live near a few of the Warped Wing breweries. I think they are just opened another one in a suburb not too far from me. So I think there's 4. And so nothing beats fresh Warped Wing beer on draft. And I've not had this one on draft. And I think it should be available now that it's summertime. But super excited to try this. But I think it'd be even better on draft. Probably with this one too. But that one was actually pretty good. So here's the Trotwood Lime Lager. 4%. Made here in Dayton. This one smells, I like that. It smells like lime instead of, this did not smell pleasant. Again, old beer was the smell there, but that is probably my fault. That might be an old can. Trotwood Lager is really easy to drink. I know a lot of people go to breweries and there's so many IPAs and things out there. And then breweries started to notice that almost all of them have like just a regular beer. But Warped Wings always had Trotwood, which is just pretty easy to drink lager. This tastes like that Trotwood. Good beer. It smells like lime and it tastes like Trotwood. I really don't taste that much lime in here. It could benefit from having even more lime flavor. It's not there initially and it's not there at the end, but in the middle of taking a sip of that, you get some lime, but it could benefit from even more so. But it tastes like Trotwood, which is a really good beer. Super easy to drink, and again, that would be excellent on draft. And the day's still young. I might just find myself there at the brewery drinking one of these because it's really good. Both of these are really good. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. They are both good in their own ways. This is super light. If you're looking for a super light beer from a smaller brewery that is lime, so you would compare this, I would say this is more akin to the Michelob lime than it is like a Bud Light lime. So I think it's pretty similar to that because it's super light, and I actually really like that. Is it the cactus lime that Michelob has? This would be a good alternative to that if you're wanting to support a smaller brewery, or maybe, I don't know, might even be a little bit better. But I think Michelob, actually their lime is my favorite lime beer from one of the major players. Whoops. But that is a close second, if not slightly edging. I don't know. I'd love to compare those two. This one is really good because Trotwood's a great beer, but if you're looking for more of that lager taste, more beer, this one was super light. This one, the beer that this is based off is really good. And then the lime kind of takes a back seat. It just complements it just enough to be really good. But I wish it was more at the forefront. I am talking a lot. This is a long video for just 2 beers, but I thought this was an interesting one. If you have a favorite lime beer out there, let me know what yours is, because I'd really like to try it. And a big thank you to Tony, my brother-in-law. You know him. He's in all kinds of videos on here, and I think we're planning on doing another one soon of an Ohio beer, so I'm excited for that. But he gave me one of these cans, if not both. So maybe that's why this one's a bit older, because I'd been hanging on to it to do a video, and then I got the Trotwood, and I said, you know what, we're going to do them both at the same time. And they were both really good, and man, am I craving more beer. It's so hot outside. There's something about lime beer when it is hot, when it is summertime, that just sounds absolutely delicious. And I'm in luck because I've got 2 cans right here. And, oh man, what a treat. All right, cheap beer for you to drink. Again, let me know in the comments down below, when you drink a lime beer, what is your go-to? I wanted to try that Miller Chill. Miller, I never got a chance to try that. It was too young when it was out. I really love to try that, but let me know your favorites in the comments below. It's cheap beer for you to drink. Leave those requests, those comments. And, hey, thanks for watching.